Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Reina Creole, and I am coming to you live over here at Epcot and Walt Disney World. Figured today we'd go check out what's happening over there at, I keep calling it Future World. I have to stop calling it that. I think it's called World Discovery or something like that. So we're going to see just what they've got done, because actually it should have been done a couple months ago. But let's see what's going on with that. Just take a stroll around this particular area, see what's new, see what's happening, and then we are going to do a little bit of resort crashing. Now you're probably like, well, what is that? Well, resort crashing is something that I found out about during my trips in years past to the Walt Disney World Resort. It's not as insidious as it seems, and actually, Disney wants you to resort crash. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and that may actually be the difference between you being pissed off with humanity for all your trip and having a nice respite. So let's see who we have here in the chat. I am so glad you're all here with me. If you're wondering where I am in the Connections Eatery. When it's hot, one, I start my Stroll and Chill streams an hour earlier in the summer. And two, I start them out over here at the Connections Eatery because, one, there's hardly anybody here. Two, it's a great place to cool off and de-stress after having to go through all of the security and all that stuff. And it's just a nice place to gather your thoughts, get everybody together, emotionally check in with your group, if you have them, and go over a strategy for the day in case someone didn't pay attention. So let me see who we got. I see Jerry Mendoza. I see you there, my dear. Hello and welcome. We have CJ, my awesome thumbnail guy, and one of my wrenches, saying hi to Jerry. We've got Snortapoopa's cute bird who says hello, humans and other critters. Well, hello to the polar bear from Pinellas County. And let's see who else we got here. We got Ross Dog's Broken Spirits. Says hello. We're glad to see you here. And thank you so much for being a channel member. Let's see who else we got. We've got Northman JH. Hello. Says good morning. Well, good morning. Good morning to you too. So glad that you are here. And let's see who else we got. We have got TD, another one of my awesome mods, along with Snortapoopa and CJ. TD all the way over there in Deutschland. How you doing, my dear? Says hi, everyone. And let me see, we got Dylan in the chat. Hey, Dylan, good to see you. And yes, hit the thumbs up like it owes you money. Hitting that thumbs up lets YouTube know, hey, I'm here. Come check out this chick's channel. It's just me and my camera. I am not a travel agency. I'm a free agent, which means my main objective is maximizing my money and time and showing you how to maximize your money and time when you get to the parks. Because you're probably like, I don't have a lot of money. That means you have a lot of time. And your time is worth money. Trust me. Stitch Lover. I love that avatar because I love Stitch. Says hello. Well, hello and welcome. All right. And yes, please sub to my channel. My channel subs have been blowing up thanks to you guys checking out all this Tiana Bayou Adventure videos and live streams I've been doing. Plenty more of those are going to be coming, especially as I get to ride the attraction as a pass holder. And then, well, hopefully as a pass holder, because we're doing that virtual queue nonsense. and on opening day on the 28th. So I'll keep you all posted. Well, okay, so we have got the welcomes out of the way. And for you guys who are just joining my channel, Stroll and Chill Livestream, we just, exactly what it is. We stroll around, we walk around the park. I used to be a theme park commando. You know, one of those crazy people who has everything planned. We seem to hit everything the way that we're supposed to. I'm like, come on, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. Now I just take my time walking through the park and sharing my knowledge with you guys. 40 or less. Take. Wow. I guess I better order that Aurora Starfleet uniform. Then I guess I should order that. Yes, and then celebration stream. Absolutely. Wow, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Okay, well, let's see. I got plenty of sunscreen on. I've got my polarized sunglasses, aka Florida law enforcement. We have really bright sun down here in Florida, so your regular sunglasses will give you glare. I need prescription ones to drive. So not only do these look cool, but they help me see long distances when I drive. So when you see me pulling my glasses up like this, it's to read close. Okay, let's get to moving. 13 of you folks in here watching, and if you are watching this on the replay, welcome, 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 welcome. Sit back, relax, get those questions ready. I love to answer questions. I love to answer questions when I'm out doing the stroll and chill. The only dumb question is the one you don't ask. So definitely let me know. And if you're watching this on a replay, drop those questions in the comments. Let's see, we got the UV umbrella, folks, because it's crazy hot. UV umbrella, I actually bought this from Amazon. I think it was about $15. It's compact, and it helps to bounce the sun's powerful rays off of you, which you will desperately need here. Trust me. Trust and believe. The sun in Florida is no joke. You Australians already know the deal when it comes to sun. All right, so we're gonna walk this way. This is the Connections Eatery. Guardians Galaxy is over to the left, over that way. We're gonna walk out that way. And the Starbucks is up there to the front. So the Connections Cafe, it's what's known as is Starbucks, really. That's all it is. So here in the Connections Eatery, they do have breakfast. Do they have breakfast? No, they don't. That's Starbucks. That's why everybody comes running over here. So they actually open at 11 for lunch. I strongly recommend doing mobile order wherever you can. You'll have a shorter wait usually and much more efficient to deal with. Okay, so here we are over here by Guardians of the Galaxy. And the reason I'm going to show you guys this is, okay, so Tiana's Bayou Adventure, they're going to start by using a virtual queue. And Disney basically says, well, we hope to discontinue the use of virtual queue. Okay, Cosmic Rewind has been open for like, what, I want to say almost 2 years. It's still on a virtual queue, which makes zero sense to me. still in the virtual queue. Tron is still in the virtual queue. Makes you wonder. Law enforcement, I promise to be. I used to joke and say it's not a trip to Florida unless I've had some kind of interaction with law enforcement. Not always a bad thing, you know. Let's see. Hey, Alyssa 1225 says, good morning, Lorena and chat. Good morning. Good morning to you. There's Cosmic Rewind. Over there in the distance is the Clay Pavilion, which is the pavilion that time forgot. I don't think Disney is ever going to go back to fixing that one up at all. Let's see. Give you guys a better look at the Clay Pavilion. Yeah, I don't think they're ever going to do anything with that. They had stuff announced for it, and then it's just, maybe we'll get back to it. Just maybe. I'm kind of taking the long way a little bit. So over here is Mission Space. I miss Horizons. There was this attraction called Horizons, which was really cool. But now they've replaced it. Well, it's been replaced with Mission Space. And remember, folks, on Mission Space, you gotta do the orange mission. Okay? You have to do the Vomit Comet mission, right? So for people who are just like, well, what's the difference between the two? Okay, so here's the difference between the two. Right? The green mission has no zero G, which is kind of boring. But if you're kind of, I'm not sure how I'm going to react, then you can try the green mission. However, when you're doing this attraction, you need to go hard or go home. So that means the Orange Vomit Comet mission, that is the one with the zero G. That is the one with the launch at I forget how many G's when you blast off. I think it's like about 5 G's or something. No, it's more than 5 G's. It's pretty freaking intense. And you get to float in zero G. So yeah, do the orange mission. And inside where they have the queue, it's very reminiscent of 2001: A Space Odyssey. Vomit Comet, I love how creative you are, LOL. Actually, I have NASA to thank for that. All astronauts, to get them used to zero G, there's 2 things that they do. One, they have them do tasks underwater, which is about a third of what it would be like in zero G. And then they have this plane called the Vomit Comet, which literally almost breaks the Earth's atmosphere. And it goes in like a parabolic flight pattern. It'll go way, 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 way up. And then it'll come way, 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 way down. And on the way down, the zero G is generated for about, I think, like 5 seconds of zero G. And then it goes back up and it repeats it. And so many people throw up on that. That's why the astronauts nicknamed that the Vomit Comet. So for me, I've called it the Vomit Comet over here. It is the coolest thing. You can look it up on YouTube, where they're in a plane and then all of a sudden they hit zero G and you see the hair going upwards and they're all, twisting around. It's hilarious. But yes, there have been more. They have sick bags on there too. So when they have the quote unquote protein spill, somebody barfed on the ride. No hurling. Northman JH has metadata as the future oil, so Disney will not do anything that will limit their access to it. Absolutely. That's what the reservation system is about. And people think I'm making this up. I'm just like, no. They want your data the cheapest way that they can get it, which is why magic bands cost money and they have you stuck to your phone. It is insane how much stuff you have to do on your phone to navigate a Disney vacation, as opposed to, say, at Universal. Or at Universal, I'm usually on my phone to either check wait times or it's either check wait times or restaurant reservations. That's pretty much it. Hey, Chef Nation. It says good morning, beautiful people. Good morning to you too. Good to see ya. You and little Chef. About 30 of you folks in here watching. Welcome. Over here in Epcot. Gonna check out a couple of things and then do some resort crashing. But we're gonna walk through the creation shop for a little bit because it is seriously freaking hot out of here. Hey, Amy Jo Johnson. So that's the Connections Cafe. Actually, we're gonna wait for a little bit, aka the Starbucks. Over there. And ooh, annual pass holder magnet distribution. Okay, I'll have to do that later so I can get my my annual pass holder magnet. It doesn't mean you go well. So what we are walking into right now is World Discovery, aka what used to be Future World. So they have World Discovery, World Nature, and then World Showcase. At least I think I got that right. But what they have basically done is turn this sucker into an outside Starbucks. Oh, I see Daisy Duck. I see Daisy Duck. I'm gonna get some video of Daisy Duck. Because she's got a nice little line. So I see some super chats and some gifted memberships. So I'm gonna acknowledge those in a bit. Ooh. Yay for cloud cover. Now I can cover up my umbrella a little bit. Sometimes Daisy will wave to me when I'm taking video. She'll notice I'm taking video. Let's see. Angela Richter, thank you so much for that $10 super chat. I sure do appreciate that. Said it's amazing the number of people who miss life passing them by while staring at their phones. Yeah. It's like, I get it. It's like, and I get, people are used to being on their phones and, and everything, but you miss so many things. I noticed that I approached visiting Disney World much differently when I had a camera as opposed to when I had a smartphone. Because with the camera, I was like looking for those experiences to get snapshots of. So yeah, folks, it's like, trust me, put the camera down, put the smartphone down, at least for a little bit, and just kind of soak up the atmosphere. Because you can relive the moments on your phone, but not like what things looked like and felt like, and and all of that. Thank you for that $10 super chat, Angela Richter. I so do appreciate that so very, 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 very much. And let's see, Chef Nation gifted 5 Reina Creole memberships. Well, thank you so, so much for that, my dear. So many things I've got for members. You guys get member emojis, movie club, watch parties, special videos and posts, things like that. Enjoy. We've got our Spaceballs watch party coming up. Yes, I know. I still have to schedule that. So I'm hoping to schedule that within the next week or so. So thank you, Chef Nation. I appreciate that so much, sharing the love that way.
All right, everyone in line for Daisy, make sure you're on the
Let's
sidewalk.
see. What to talk. Hey, Ron, how you doing? How are you? Let's see. I see so many in here. And I just saw a subscription. Just went by. You guys enjoy Daisy Duck. Trying to find that subscription. You just subscribed. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get to it. Okay, I am. All right. I'm sorry I missed that. Mad Hatter 1776 says, you are making me feel better about planning to take the grandkids there next year. Well, great. I'm glad I can. I mean, there's stuff that Disney's not doing right, and then there's things that they do right. And those memories are going to be so precious with your grandkids. So I'm here to help you guys plan. And speaking of planning, here's a tip for you. Okay. When you're meeting the characters and you want to get autographs, bring your own autograph book from home and bring a fat Sharpie pen. Because the fat Sharpie pens, when they're cheaper, you can buy them on your own, but they also, oh, that's so cute. This is why I love characters. Look at that, it's so cute. They can hold the Sharpies really well, especially the click Sharpies. And I've done that all the time with nieces and nephews with Camera Girl. I made like autograph books out of scrapbook paper and put them in like a little O-ring to hold them, all the pages together. They loved it. Big surface, and they get to write. So that's a money-saving tip, and the characters really, really like those. Okay, guys, let's see here. Who else we got? 37 of you guys in here. Awesome. Let's see. Where am I going? Okay, somebody asked about the walls are still up at Communicore. Not sure. We're going to head on that way actually next. Check it out. If you have Genie Plus, you kind of do have to figure out the next ride you're booking. Yeah, I have not done Genie Plus. Just for me, it's on general principle. But if it's going to make your life easier, then why not? I don't like how complicated Disney's made it. Remember when you only had 24 shots per roll? Yes. So you had to be real judicious about when you were going to take pictures and all that. Tuesdays are get drunk and trash acolyte night. That is true. Woo, we are having fun trashing that darn show. And they deserve everything. Oh, see, this is why I look. Oh, that's right, because he has a Donald shirt on. So that's Daisy. She's out here at World. Gotta get this wrong. World Celebration. So there's usually lots of characters around. If you're not sure when they'll appear, just ask a cast member, and they will let you know. All right, so let's go on around here. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening over here at Communicore. I'll show you guys. So this is the Walt the Dreamer site, where you can go and you can get a picture next to the Walt the Dreamer statue, which is really cool that they just installed. Oh, okay, they installed a couple months ago. Right behind the ball right there. They had to fix the lighting though, because they had this up lighting and it looked like monster lighting. So they had to get rid of that part. 18 months and many more to go. Thank you so much, Chef Nation. What I like to call some of my OG subscribers. Ben's played here since the beginning, and I love it. Thanks for the tip. Makes sense, and we will be doing that. Awesome. You might want to make like a little bungee cord to like attach the pen to the scrapbook. That's also helpful too. I used to hang out a lot on budget Disney trip planning boards, where we would give each other tips on saving money, ways to save money at the park. So I love giving those money saving tips to you guys. Okay, so that's the Garden of Figment. Well, he was there. So they replaced it with this artwork over here. Art of Figment. Two Penny Puppet. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. Let's be epic today. Love your guts, Lorena. Well, you are very welcome, Two Penny Puppet. I appreciate that, my dear. So appreciate it. And Tina Guzman. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you, my dear. And a special good morning to those of you who are new to my channel. All right, let's see what's going over here in Communicore. Okay, I do see, I think that's where the Encanto show is going to be. Let me go over here. Let me try to get you guys a little bit closer. Because Ron, correct me if I'm wrong. This is where the stage is for the new Encanto show that they're going to have going on. So that's the stage. Back over to that way. Hey, Be Nice Gamer, good to see you. Let's see if I can go over this way a little bit more. Let's use the telescopic property of this gimbal here. Okay, yeah, so that looks like that's the Encanto stage. Let me see if there's any way to go around the side and take a better look at it. But that's where that stage is. And then over here looks to be the Mickey and Friends meet and greet. You can see some of the artwork already through the panels. I don't know if some of those panels are left open on purpose, or they just haven't been closed up yet, but that may be the case. Let's get you guys all down here. And let's see here. Let me zoom back out. Okay, so yeah, it's like an open air seating now, where there's a couple of charging ports, but they're quite slow. I always recommend bringing your own charger. I have one that's solar powered. That's awesome. I need to put up a Pinterest with all this stuff. But it is definitely worth the time and money to bring your own charger. Okay. So that looks like that's where you can meet Mickey and friends. So yeah, Ron, it looks like the construction walls over here are still up. Then they have, the hedges, the portable hedges that they'll put up. So this is cute. Let me go back over here a little bit, so you guys can get a better look. Nice artwork there. Minnie, Mickey, Goofy. They're all in their space outfits there. Yeah, I love Daisy Duck. love Daisy Duck. She is my girl. So it looks like there's where the meet and greet is. I see fans. I don't know how effective they're going to be in the heat, but who knows? Looks like that's the Communicore Hall. Looks like they've finished putting the blocks up. There's like little bursts of color that are outside. If you guys can see, there's kind of like color inserted, kind of like up into where those corners of those triangles are. So I wonder what they look like at night. But I have to say, I do like this, that there's an effect during the day that you can see, and it's not just something you see at night. Because that's been my issue with Tiana's Bayou Adventure and with Tron and with Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. It's like during the day, but at night it looks cool. Hey, Dad, man, how you doing? Good seeing you, my dear. Hope you and the missus are doing well. Hey, Goofar35. So yeah, here's Communicore Hall. I don't remember when this is actually supposed to open up. I think, Ron, if you're still in the chat, when is Communicore, this section, supposed to open? I know it's definitely before the July 4th holiday. I do know that much. But I don't know how good the updates are, because I remember when the Communicore would have all of this cool stuff like East and West, and they had all these cool activities that you could do and everything, like how to save money, saving energy, Some of All Thrills, that was like a dynamic coaster, the trash one where you had to like move stuff into a landfill. It was a lot of good edutainment. So I don't know if they're going to be doing that in here or not. So let's go around this way. Let's go around this way. trying to decide if I'm going to make you guys go in Journey of Imagination, not because I want to, but because it's hot. We just might be because it's so hot. I will say that unlike with Tiana's Bayou Adventure, Journey into Imagination actually has a story. Just saying. Okay, looks like this is the restrooms over that way.
Yes.
I'm trying to see if I can get you guys a shot of the Encanto stage.
Who else? Somebody else playing. Using the white Verge. Is Cameron the one?
Hey, Meg B. Good seeing you, my dear. Just in the background music from those areas are a memory for sure. Yes. Loved, loved, loved the music from those areas at Epcot. From the music, I hear it, and I just remember trying to chase the fiber optics that were put in the concrete at night, just like stepping on the lights and everything. Stuff like that I remember. Ooh, guys, there's baby ducklings. There's baby ducklings. Yes, I'm a sucker for this stuff, so y'all are gonna see them. There they go. There's one right there. There's one right there. Learn how to swim. Well, they already know how to. And another one right there. There are always ducks at Walt Disney World, so always got to check out the ducks. There they go. Yes, baby ducklings. Always got to see the baby ducklings. I think they're the Florida brown ducks. We have mallards, but the Florida brown ducks are native to here. And there's another one coming up over that way. Yeah, the ducks own the park. I mean, it is what it is. They are very, very high on the pecking order. Bin chickens, nobody wants them. I have seen ducks chase off the ibis. They do not want them around. So there they are. 1, 2, 3. 3 little baby ducklings. They are having the time. They're living their best life right now. All right. Okay. Let's see if we can see a bit more of the Encanto stage. And then we're going to go into Journey of Imagination to cool off a bit before we continue on our journey to where we are going to hop on Disney Transportation to go crash the beach club. Baby Donald's. And Chef Nation says, let's see, little ducky, you're the way. You make bath time so much fun. My favorite is C is for Cookie. But the rubber C is for Cookie, doing the pigeon, and then rubber ducky. Okay, so here's a better shot of the Encanto stage. So move up a little bit closer. Move up a little bit closer. Change the camera. Okay, so there's the stage for the Encanto show. Yeah, let me zoom up a little bit more. Here we go. Yeah. There we go. I'm very interested in what the Encanto show is going to look like because I like the songs in the film, but once again, it looks like it's open air, so I hope they're bringing some portable fans or something around there to help people out. Ron says Figment should be moved to the Play Pavilion, will become the new Imagination Pavilion, and the current pavilion should be Journey of Light, a story of how a photon created in the sun and makes its way to us on Earth. Yeah, see, that would be great edutainment, right? Yeah, seems like there used to be a time when education was entertainment and it was actually fun. It's like you had fun learning about stuff. I love the Magic Kingdom, but this was like the nerd part for me, where I could see like practical applications and learn things and then go back to school and ask all kinds of amazing questions. It was to the point where our science teachers at school, they kind of dreaded the end of summer vacation because we would show up with all these questions because we went to Epcot. Karma Armageddon, Everest Carmageddon, hello, says meanwhile at Disneyland, they removed almost all of the entertainment. Oh no. See, I don't think people understand or Disney understands how much the entertainment is the Disney difference and how so many people love the entertainment. Because I remember when the pandemic popped off and they like literally got rid of darn near all their entertainment, the park wasn't the same. And I remember talking to some cast members who were performers, but now they're working at retail locations. And I made it a point to tell them, I was like, look, we miss y'all. The park is not the same without entertainment. See, there's the backwards fountain. And right behind there are the famous jumping fountains that are still running after I don't know how many decades. When it's hot like this, as a kid, you wanted to get splashed. You were disappointed if you didn't get splashed in the face. Yep, and you're right. Current Disney corporate does not get it, not even close. And I think a lot of that is because they don't have someone who works in the parks or who has like decades of experience working in the parks on their executive board. Because there was a shareholder proposal that recommended that, but you know, the rest of the board said, no, we don't recommend you vote for it. And of course, the likes of like BlackRock and Vanguard and Moffett Nathanson, shot that down. It's sad that edutainment is a dying genre and largely aimed at preschool now. Yeah, edutainment is one of the things that helped get me into a STEM career. Crazy. I miss the Disney citizen character in Hollywood land. Yeah, I miss it in Main Street USA, all the other parks, the showcase players in the UK pavilion. I miss all of that. Hey, Angela, enjoy the Fan Expo in Dallas, my dear. Tell everyone we said hello. Enjoy. All right, so we're going to head on over here into the Imagination Pavilion because it's hot. When I'm live streaming in the summer, you will find me go through a lot of gift shops. Not because necessarily I want to buy something, but because I need to cool the heck off and keep the camera cool. I mean, the umbrella helps keep the camera cool, but it's a little different here. So here's Journey into Imagination. I don't know why people get a lightning lane for this sucker. It's a 5-minute wait. The only time it will back up is if something else is down. But hello. Hello. Now you guys get to hear me rant about how much I can't stand what they did to it when they rethemed this. But again, unlike with Tiana's Bayou Adventure, there is actually a story in this. It exists for me. I love swimming. Let's see here. Let's see, I'll catch up with the chat in a minute. Yeah, you know it's dead when it takes you longer to walk to the queue to get to the attraction. This is usually not that busy. Like I said, the longest wait I've seen is like 20 minutes when other stuff is down. You know, hello, Smoky.
Row 7.
Row 7? Okay, thank you. Mm-hmm. All right, freaking walk on. I love this.
Keep a watchful
All
eye on your
right.
children. Oh, yes. Please don't let your imaginations run wild.
Bienvenidos. Para su seguridad durante su estadía en nuestros laboratorios sensoriales, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos,
Oh
pies
no,
y piernas dentro
Ron,
del
it is empty.
y cuide los
This
pequeñitos.
park is empty.
Gracias.
They let people into the park 5 minutes before official park opening. And that's why I tell people get to the park as early as you can, because sometimes they will let you into the park before the published park open time. So when you have more time than you have money, spend that time wisely and get to the parks early. That is your biggest hedge against having to buy Disney Plus. WDW Pro said attendance is down for May and June at Walt Disney World. Yes, that is true. As a theme park commando, I'm used to going to the parks where it is a sea of humanity, and June, July, especially after the 4th of July, but June, July, and August. Okay, here we go.
Hello. On your tour, you'll see how the 5 human senses can help capture your imagination.
Oh, can I go too?
Absolutely not. This is one of our discoveries, the figment of imagination.
Yeah, I know all about the senses. There's sight, sound, smell, touch, cookie cookie go, and taste. Tastes like chicken. Can I go? Please, please, please.
No, I don't want you out of my sight.
Out of sight? Okay. Come on, everybody. Here we go.
Figment, you are not to interfere with the tour.
Our first stop. Left ear, right ear. Left, right. What? Stop. Hello?
Hello?
Who is this?
It's Figment.
Figment? I thought I told you not to interfere.
But you got it wrong, Doc. It's not about listening with your ears. It's about listening with your imagination.
Now I've completely lost my train of thought.
No, you haven't. It's over here. All aboard. Woo-hoo! Next stop, imagination. For every sound your ears are hearing, 1,000 thoughts can start appearing, and each of us imagines different things. From just a sound, your mind has wings.
Continuing now, if I may, in a calm, scientific, figment-free manner, the things we see with our eyes can control the eyes of the imagination. Let's begin by using the eye chart to test your vision. Now, all together, if you would please read line 3 and hit.
You can see things differently. Sure, you can see with your eyes, but imagine what you could see if you used your imagination. Follow of light can light your fancy. Your mind sees more than what your eyes see. Your sense of sight can make your fancy fly. There's more to sight than meets the eye. Set free. Just turn your imagination loose and anything can happen.
He's gone. Our research shows that smells often trigger the imagination, especially when pleasant, familiar smells come into play. Segment, this is not a good time.
It's always a good time to use your imagination, so let the good times roll! Woohoo! You win 1 cent! Of course, Doc. The nose knows. Consent you really? One lovely sniff can be appealing. Your mind defines what enters through your nose. That's how you tell a skunk is not a rose.
You know, I'm sorry, but after that big stink in the smell lab, I hesitate to send you into the touch and taste labs. Perhaps I should end my open house right here.
Great idea. We'll go to my open house instead. It's much more fun. Right this way, everybody.
What is going on? You're turning this entire open house upside down.
Upside down? Now you're talking. That's the best idea you've had all day. With just a spark of inspiration, I made my house an innovation. Imagination really comes around. Makes them side up and upside down. Now here's a real open house. Come on in. So, what do you think? Is it me?
More than you can imagine.
Doc, it's exactly what I imagined. Imagination is the brain's open.
Imagination is just telling you upside down. Come on, it's time to get back to the institute.
I'm going to shortcut.
Well, you can't beat them. Join them. We all have sparks.
Imagination. That's how our minds create creation.
We set them free. That no one they can do. Those magic sparks from me and you.
Wonderful imagination.
I do. Oh, yes. Thank you, Figment. And so, as you can plainly see, imagination works the best when it's set free.
You said it, Doc. Imagination is a blast. Imagination. A dream can be a dream come true. With just that spark from me and you.
All inspiration is at the heart of all creation, right at the start of everything that's new. That's fun, like to hold you in and now we invite you to set your imaginations free in the image world.
Hooray! Let the win!
I swear that is going much faster than it used to back in the day. I would have to say with Disney obviously speeding up. Sorry guys, I'm like grabbing at both sides. with Disney speeding up how the speed of going through these attractions, your brain gets overwhelmed because there's too many things to focus on too fast. So it can leave you disoriented and really does a disservice. I know Dylan is probably still in the chat, but I don't know, because I know in Philadelphia we had the Franklin Institute, which is literally the edutainment capital of the world. And they would have these things where you could move your arms, move your body around, stuff moved on screen. They had like the big piano on the floor and like the shadow thing where it would take a picture and where you were, it would be a shadow. This is a great place for kids to like spend time, especially with it being hot out the freaking side. It's crazy. There we go. Ah! There used to be more stuff in the lab. That's when you step on. I miss the keyboard. There used to be a keyboard that you would stand on. And I think, is that the, okay, I guess that's the Figment meet and greet. I hope he's okay. Remember the last time Figment kind of wound up falling. So I'll tell you what, we'll watch Figment for a little bit while I catch up with the chat. This looks like a good spot. I'll get a little bit closer for you guys. There we go. There we go. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see. Hey, Mexican Iron Man. Hey, Mikey, how you doing? This is 2 questions. Are the turkey legs in Orlando better than the ones in California? And how come the water fountain works there, but not on Tiana's Adventure? I think the turkey legs are the same. I can't remember if I tried the turkey legs when I was at Disneyland or not. But as for the water fountains, why they were, they're so cheap, Mikey. I don't know if it's an operational thing, but it's freaking bad show. It really is. But if they had to turn the water off so the cast members could preview the attraction, it's still bad show, but I'm okay with that. I know they better fix it before 28th. I know that much. Let me see if I can go over here and get a little bit of a better angle. So yeah, Figment comes through the Dreamport. And then he comes over here. He comes over here to like do his meet and greet. Speaking of gift shops, any expectations on Tiana's hot sauce when it finally releases? My expectations are pretty low, but I am going to try at least one of the hot sauces, so you guys don't have to blow money on it. I'm a hot sauce expert. I prefer Tabasco. My other relatives like Crystal hot sauce. I do not. Some people like Texas Pete. Texas Pete's is pretty good too. But I will see how much the prices are because I think the markup is going to be ridiculous. Hey, Gift of Gab, thank you so much for being a channel member. I sure do appreciate that. And Greg Marshall says, good day from Canada. Well, good day to you. I've been to Canada several times, mainly in Vancouver. So I've been to Vancouver several times. Haven't been to Toronto yet. Thank you, Rob Duff, for subscribing. I sure do appreciate that, my dear. And oh yes, they will. They most certainly will. I mean, they were trying to get they were trying to get popcorn buckets. That was crazy. It's okay, kids. We have House of the Dragons next Sunday. Life will be back to normal. Oh, Lorena, are you doing a watch party or after show for Dragons? Yes, I'm doing a watch party for House of the Dragon. I will. That means that the Welcome to Florida show will probably only be at like about an hour, but that's okay. That's okay. We are definitely watching House of the Dragon for real. Gift of Gab says, Reina Creole, love your avatar on your thumbnail. Your spunky spirit comes through. Who drew it or AI? Well, that would be the result of my talented thumbnail artist, CJ. You will see him in the chat. He's one of my wrenches. He does all of my thumbnails because I suck at it. I suck at doing thumbnails. I'm not the best. So yeah, he does them, and I love the work he's been doing. Figment has a short attention span, y'all. Two Penny Puppet, thank you so very much for being a channel member, my dear. I sure do appreciate the heck out of that. Thank you so much. So much. All right, so we're going to leave Figment just so you can meet him. And we're going to start walking on over to our transportation to go do our resort crashing. I'm glad they changed the costume for him a little bit because it was so bottom heavy that the poor guy was tripping when he came out of here. I was like, that could have been dangerous. Y'all didn't test. Because those costumes, especially with the headpieces, can really limit the cast members' field of vision. So, yeah, I take those things into account. Like I said, I wanted to be an Imagineer when I was a kid. So I would read the Imagineer books, what they did, and it's like they would deconstruct things and then reconstruct things and see how they can make it better, see what stuff stands out, see what affects the experience. I mean, that's the eye that I come from. There was quite a bit more back then. Yes, there were. Yes, there were. And yep, the Institute is awesome. I mean, if you really want to know, one of the things that really helped me with wanting to become an Imagineer was visiting the Franklin Institute, because they would have all of this stuff there about optical illusions, gravity, all of that cool stuff that they would have. It's freaking off the chain. Hey, DL Fendel, how you doing? It says, ain't it funny that a character voiced by Blvd is taller than the guests embracing them? It sure is. Hey, DL Fendel, good to see you, my dear. So good seeing you. That was special. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. And yes, it is hot in those costumes. That's why, what was I going to say? And then I totally lost my train of thought. That's why when you're here in the summer and the characters have to go inside, they really do, because those costumes get really hot. So just kind of have patience and ask the cast member attending them, aka the Toon Head, when that character will be back. And they will let you know the schedule. So you can decide if you want to wait there or if you want to come back another time. But the amount of time that the characters are outside is much shorter in the summer. than it is in like the fall and winter. I love that. A fountain that goes backwards. Sorry you couldn't stay longer, DL Fendel. Have a good one, my dear. Thanks for popping in with your amazing wit that we love. Okay, folks, so we are going to get ready to start our resort crashing portion of the stream. Like, what's resort crashing? Okay, so years ago, when I was doing trips to Disney with my own money, put it that way, with my own money, I want to emphasize. And at the time, I could only really afford to stay at the Value Resort. I wanted to try it. So I was at the Value Resort, and I'm like, I want to try something else. And I was at the Magic Kingdom, and it was a sea of freaking people. And I'm like, I have to get away from the people. I have to get away from the people. So I took the monorail over to the Polynesian and got there. And the cast members were so welcoming. They were like, welcome. Can I help you find anything? We got like lays from the front desk, even though we weren't staying there. We asked for them. Got to sit and enjoy the hotel. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so nice because everyone's at the parks. So the hotels were like ghost towns. And then I find out, the restaurants, especially the quick service restaurants. And what blew my mind is when I went to the Grand Floridian, went to the quick service restaurant there, which is a Gasparilla Grill and Games, sat down and realized I could see Cinderella's castle. And it was peaceful. So Disney wants you to visit their resorts. Why? Because they want you to stay there. So you can go to the resorts, use the arcades. I've done like an arcade junket where I've tried the arcades in the different resorts. Go shopping for merchandise. Tour the resorts. Like I like to do that around Christmas. Just do a resort tour. But when the parks are crowded, which is definitely not the case today, take a break, leave, go to one of the resorts. And if you're on the dining plan, especially leave the parks and go to the resorts. Because the restaurants at the resorts, I find, are a better quality than the ones in the parks, and they're calmer. Let's see. Mad Hatter. Yeah, Crystal, it is a snooze fest. That attraction, and I'm not used to it being this like empty. I'm used to people everywhere. Mad Hatter 1776 says, Beach Club is a place I'm really hoping to get for our family trip next year. But you're in the right stream. You're in the right stream. And what I like to do with resort crashing is show you how to get to those resorts from the parks. Because a lot of people are just like, how do I get to the whatever resort from the parks and back? I'll show you how to do that. The Beach Club is one of those deluxes that I like, but I've never stayed in for one reason or another. Usually because I would get a better discount at the monorail hotels. I'm like, okay, I'm going to stay there. The Reina would be better at Universal Creative, working on Epic Universe than Disney Imagineer current year. Yeah, Universal is doing a lot. Universal Creative, I am stunned with the stuff that they come up with. Well, we're in World Showcase over there. That's the Canada Pavilion. The Le Cellier Steakhouse used to be good. Now it's overrated. Too expensive, too overrated, and too crowded. It's too small. Looks like they redid the facade of that hotel that's in Banff. I'm forgetting the name right now. They have a replica that's up there. They're working on it. Now it's back. Hey, Antonio. Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome. Yes. It feels like the pandemic days. That's how open it is right now. So that's the Mill Stage. They have live entertainment. The band is actually pretty good. I like going to the Canada Pavilion because I get a kick out of the signs being in French and in English, and I understand both. I'm starting to get that way with Spanish. Like I'll hear French being spoken, and my brain's already translating it. I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't forget as many as I did. However, usually some cast members who are from Haiti, like I will speak French to them, but then they'll see me and they'll drop into like a Creole dialect where I can only make out like every other word. That's always an interesting experience. And here's the UK Pavilion. I love being over here. They used to have the Shakespeare players, not anymore, but I loved them. They were, oh my gosh, they were great. So you can go in there. There's the high street. You can get football wear. You can get family crests. I actually looked up one for one of my British ancestry lines. The crown and crest. The Queen's table. Now the tea caddy. All right, back in the day, you guys can remember, those of you who've been to Epcot so many times over the years. Remember when they used to have all the English candy in there? You could get Aero bars, you could get Flake, you could get Turkish Delight, you could get Bounty bars. Literally, that was the place to go to load up on candy from the UK. And now it's gone. Good morning. And now it's gone. I mean, they've got tea and stuff in there, but the candy was what you really went for. And thank you for subscribing, Kevin Rock Hardison List. I appreciate that. And good morning to you, Rob, a big kid with money. When is Epic Universe taking reservations? Asking for my mom. The Stella Nova and Terra Luna hotels are taking reservations. The Stella Nova and the Terra Luna hotels, they are both the budget hotels. Very reasonable. I think Stella Nova opens, I believe, January 25th, because I have a reservation for when that hotel opens. And Terra Luna opens the end of February. As for when Epic Universe will open to the public, they're saying early summer. But I think for pass holders, we're going to get access. I think we're going to get access in the early spring. I'm guessing like near the end of December, end of January. But Epic Universe gear is going to be coming to the Epic Universe Preview Center. I don't know when it's going to open, but I'm dropping by Universal tomorrow. So I'm going to see and I'm going to ask around about when it's going to open. And if it's and if it's open to if it's a pass holder preview, I'm so gonna go in there. I want so much Nintendo freaking gear. I'm gonna have to really watch it. VR Geist, hello my dear, says I'm a local, but slept over one when a friend visited and stayed at the beach club, both for the convenience to both Epcot and the studios, and it was awesome. Yeah, the beach club is one of my favorite Epcot resorts that I have not stayed in. I've crashed it numerous times, but I haven't stayed in. I think one year I was going to stay, but my plans had changed. Thank you, Scott Westbrook, for those 5 Reina Creole memberships. Thank you so much for gifting them. I appreciate it. So appreciate it. And here's the guy of the hour. Wow, we actually got to see Mickey this time. We got to see the man. So where we are is we are about to go through the International Gateway. There's a bridge that goes from the UK to France, which is interesting. It kind of reminds me of the English Channel because you're going from the UK over to France on the other side there. So they have Mickey out. It's very sweet. You can go and meet Mickey Mouse. Very cool. All right. Okay, let's head on over. So we are exiting through the International Gateway. So when you leave through the International Gateway, there's 2 modes of transportation where you can leave and go to. Hello, Wang. You can take Skyliner. You can take Skyliner on over to the Riviera Resort, Caribbean Beach Resort, Hop Century Art of Animation. Also go to Epcot and to MGM Studios. You can also take the boat over to Hollywood Studios. Yeah, I know I said MGM. You can also take the boat over to Hollywood Studios as well. You can take the walkway over to the resorts, but nah, not today. Not today. We're going to take the boat. Boats depart every 20 minutes. However, the boats are running a lot faster today because the last boat was here 5 minutes ago. So they're stepping it up. And besides, taking the boat, it's nice and relaxing. It's too hot to be walking out there. Right. Sorry I missed that. Well, here's the thing, Dengar. If it was South Park Mickey, he would have got that done. He would have handled that business. Oh, Goop R35, the fact that they've got Nintendo is crazy. That's going to make so much freaking money. Watch when Epic Universe, the preview center, opens, because they're going to have merchandise from Epic Universe. If that does like it did when it opened over at Universal Hollywood, like when they opened the preview shop first, merchandise is going to fly. I want my Mario hat. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a lovely walk. Mad Hatter 1776. but not when it's 95 degrees outside and 100 with the heated. Like I can see the yacht club from here because the beach club and the yacht club are connected. You could walk over there, but I'm going to show you guys the boats. You can do both. Hey, is this live? It says the Epic Universe Preview Center has an interactive app. Yes, and I have downloaded it. There's going to be AR experiences and all that stuff, so I'm ready to rock. Something tells me it's going to be open probably, I'm guessing within maybe the next week or so. I'll have a better idea when I drop by there tomorrow and see what's happening. Oh, these fans feel so good. They feel so good. I would agree with you. 100% agree. That has actually been their objective for years. If you ever do a survey, they will compare themselves constantly. How are we compared to Disney? How are prices compared to Disney? How was your experience compared to Disney? Are you staying at a Disney resort? It is very deliberate. This is nice. So here we are on the boat. That is the France Pavilion over there. Go through there to ride the Ratatouille attraction, which is kind of boring, but it's fun. I mean, they had it in Disneyland Paris, so it's not like there's huge demand to ride Ratatouille, honestly. For the France Pavilion, there's mainly 3 things I suggest people do. One is the Guerlain Fragrance Boutique. I spend way too much money in there. 2 would be the Boulangerie et Patisserie, which is in the back, which has the most banging sandwiches. And there's also a macaron that is raspberry and key lime macaron. That's very Florida. And the cake shop. That's it. Disney going to start comparing themselves to Universal soon. Yep. Yep, sure will. Walt used to do the same type of thing, sit in other parks and figure out a way to make his better. Really? I didn't know that. You know, that does make sense considering how many Universal creative employees used to be Imagineers. France has the best ice cream at Epcot. Yes, the cake and ice, I think it's cake and ice cream. I think they have cake and ice cream in there. Although I'm lactose intolerant, so I skip that part. I just go straight for the cake. But that sandwich shop is the best. It's been the best for years. Shrek Swamp versus Tiana's Bayou. Shrek Swamp. Because the water is actually running, and not only that, there's so many cool interactive elements going on. And kids of all ages can enjoy it. And you can jump around and get as soaked as you want. It's great. Plus, over at Epic Universe, and How to Train Your Dragon Land, they have this ride. It's like a boat coaster, and there are water guns on the boat coaster, like on your vehicle, and along the coaster route are water guns where people can shoot at you. on a hot day in Florida, that is what you want. Oh, I'm so sweating right now. Let's get the air moving. Okay, you gotta back the boat out.
Hi, welcome on board cruise ship number 5. As we make our way over to Hollywood Studios. Now we did have stops on the way to Boardwalk, Yacht Beach, and Swan Bay, Dolphin, again with our final destination is Hollywood. However, free-floating vessels should remain seated at all times as prepared on platform, and there's no smoking or vaping permitted.
So that's the walkway. I take that when the weather's cooler. And when there's too much time, like when the boats are kind of running behind, then I'll just walk. So over there is the Swalfin Resort. I call it the Swalfin because it's the Swan and Dolphin Resort. And that blue building back there, that's the Dolphin Reserve. Those are, I think they're Marriott hotels. Yeah, it is a little noisy, but it's so pretty, especially at night. The boardwalk is like it's all lit up and looks gorgeous. Yeah, the boardwalk has an ice cream shop. Like I said, I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't fool with that. There's a boardwalk. The air guy says I'm living vicariously through your streams until the weather cools down again. I'm a whip when it comes to Florida summer heat. Girl, I don't blame you.
Alright, as we put the dock here at the boardwalk, I'll remind everyone we are free-floating
When it
vessels.
is this hot, I'm only outside until 12 noon, and then you don't see me until 7. Because this heat is no joke. No joke. So here we are docking at the boardwalk here. There's Jelly Rolls, which is a bar. And then that is the Flying Fish restaurant. They've got a magician that's in there, kind of like how the Hard Rock Cafe restaurant in the Hard Rock Hotel is over at Universal. So I've heard good things about Flying Fish. I have not had a chance to dine there yet. It's on my list. I hope it's as good as everyone tells me that everyone tells me that it is.
Larry, guys, for boardwalk, please watch your step. This is your stop.
And Trattoria al Forno, it's got brick oven pizza, so that's probably really good. It's not Disney pizza, so I know it's good. So that's where you get off to go to the boardwalk, but we are headed to the beach club, which is actually behind us. We've got the yacht club and the beach club. But we have to walk through the yacht club first, though. So both resorts are connected, which is really nice. Really nice. Flying Fish sounds like good seafood. I'm not sure what they have there. I haven't looked at the menu before, but I'll have to put that on the dining review list. I've kind of been behind with my dining reviews, so I'm trying to get back to that because it's so hot in the summer. That's usually when I start to do the dining reviews because I can go in the stream, go right over there. Air conditioning, it's wonderful. Speaking of wonders, over 50 of you watching. Thank you so very much. This is the Stroll And Chill live stream. That is the beach club over there. And that club, they're both connected. Sticking out. That is actually where Stormalong Bay is, and that is one of the complexes, which is one of the reasons to Mitch Flat, hello. So Beach Club is some of the best resort-specific merchandise. You are absolutely right. That's why I like shopping there. I love it. Take a peek in there too. Thank you. Let's see. Pont Rose, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate that. Thank you. My favorite theme park pizza is at the Portofino Resort at Universal. Love taking a boat there. All right. I'll have to on the list to check out. And here we are at the Yacht and Beach Club. Well, actually,
now you can get on.
And yes, those are boats that I think there's some of them you can rent. You see over there, that's the Swan Hotel left. Swan Reserve in the middle. I thought that was so cool when I was a kid. I was like, there's a hotel with a fish on it. There's a shipwreck. I think that's a water slide, actually. Up that way. We'll go and see it over that way after we cool down a little bit by walking into the hotel. But yes, the Yacht and the Beach Club are sister hotels. They are connected. When you get off the boat, which we just did, drops you off, you are at the Yacht Club. So if you're headed to Beaches and Cream, you're not quite there yet. You can either take that walkway over there to the left, go to Hurricane Hannah's and make a left turn. But we're going to walk in here into the yacht club. The yacht and the beach club are supposed to be reminiscent of New England. The beach club, reminiscent of the Jersey Shore. And over there to the right, you can see a little bit of hey, I still love the Polynesians, pool area, but Stormalong Bay is so inventive. Mitch Flat, it's the best water slide at Disney. I would have to agree, and I love the Polynesians water slide because it's in a volcano. But yeah, there's no denying the crown for the best water slide does go to Stormalong Bay without a doubt. They took what they learned from the Polynesian slide and put it over here. All right. Whew. Let's appreciate the miracle that is air conditioning for a few minutes here. So yes, we're in the lobby of the yacht club right now. Can walk up that way, can hang out up over there. I've been over there before. We'll do a yacht club walkthrough, but for today, I love this globe. I love old maps, like with the characters. So this big, huge globe that's right here that you can like spin around. Yes, beaches and cream. Yeah, I haven't tried the ice cream, but I tried I think it was orange sherbet and Sprite whipped together with whipped cream. And it was so freaking good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It was delicious. And shame on me because I think I have a beaches and cream review that I recorded, but I didn't upload yet. So here's the Ale and Compass restaurant. Again, we're still at the yacht club. I've been to the Ale and Compass. It's pretty good food. The Ale and Compass is pretty good. I say here at the yacht club is the Yachtsman Steakhouse. And I think I just went a direction I hadn't planned on going in. Okay, that's toward the convention center. I didn't want to go that way. Okay. This is what happens when you haven't been over here in a while. Okay. So, yep, I took the wrong turn. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Okay, so that's the Ale and Compass Lounge. They're very, very upscale, very nautical. I like coming over here. Nice and cool. Then again, over here is the Ale and Compass restaurant. Like I said, I have eaten there. They have a buffet. It's pretty nice. But I didn't get the buffet. Well, I think that's the breakfast buffet. What time is it? Yeah. So they're still doing the breakfast buffet. I did the a la carte menu for lunch, so I have not been here for breakfast. Ooh. Get you guys a better look at the beach complex over here. So, okay, so you can see here a little bit better. See where there's sand and then the water, and then there's an interactive part over there. The slide is crazy. It's a great complex. And yes, you need to be a resort guest to get into the pool complex. Unless you're a DVC member, you cannot pool hop. And we had problems with pool hoppers, so Disney had to enforce that policy where you needed, your Magic Band or hotel key card to get in. So look at that; it's so relaxing. I love that. I mean, frankly, I think it's crazy to be out here. It's that hot right now, but it's before noon, so it's okay. Thank you, Everett Vincent, for subscribing. I sure do appreciate it. Thank you. Ing the Merciless. I love that. Is that you, Alan? Just started watching. I've stayed at the yacht club on several occasions. This is one of my favorite resorts. Yeah, this is one of my favorite resorts to eat at over here. I still haven't stayed at the yacht club yet, but it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Mad Hatter says, does Yacht Club share that pool? Yes, the yacht and the beach club resort both share this pool. So you get a lot of value staying over here because you get 2 hotels. You get, I think, like 6 restaurants in total. All kinds of stuff over here. So it's really nice. It's like the deluxe version of the Art of Animation and Pop Century, where it's sister resorts. It's sister resorts, but you have access to like twice the amount of options within walking distance. So what we're coming up on here is what has to be my absolute favorite steakhouse on property. I mean, I know there's Shula's. There's Shula's Steakhouse, which is more expensive. Yes, like Don Shula. Yeah, that kind of steakhouse. Here's the Yachtsman Steakhouse. I've eaten here twice. I've loved it every single freaking time. It is not cheap, but let me tell you, you get your money's worth. Oh my gosh, you get your money's worth. The Yachtsman, that's where I go so many times. I love it. I love it. This is a great place to blow to dining credits. You definitely do. You do want to do that. Let's see. Filet mignon, $59. Lobster bisque, that is worth risking the lactose intolerant. Pool hopping isn't allowed between Disney hotel properties. No, pool hopping is not allowed between properties. I think the only one that is an exception is if they are sister properties, like they're right next to each other. Like, for example, Art of Animation and Pop Century. They're right there next to each other. So you're allowed to use each other's pool that way. Port Orleans Resort and French Quarter, I believe, they're sister resorts, so you can use their pools. But it's not like you can go from Pop Century and run over to Polynesian and use their pool. No. DVC members can pool hop, though. They're allowed to. Only ate at the Yachtsman once, but love the decor and ambiance. Yeah, it is awesome. I love going here. I've had do they have that there? Chilean, I didn't like Chilean sea bass, but they had a crab stuffed lobster. Yes, your girl got that. Oh my gosh, it was one of the best things I ever ate. Best things I ever ate. They give you like roasted garlic, like they cut a piece of garlic in half, garlic clove in half. I learned this from this restaurant. They roasted it in the oven so that the garlic was nice and soft, and you used that to spread on the steak. I was like, hot dang. Oh, so good. So good. Pool hopping is a big thing at Universal. Go with your friends and have a drink. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. So there's the entrance to Stormalong Bay. I think that's the main one. Use your hotel key or your magic band to get in. There's towels by the pool, so you do not have to bring the towels from the hotel room. Don't have to do that. Thank you, Is This Live, for gifting those 5 Reina Creole memberships, my dear. I so appreciate you sharing the channel love, especially with so many new subscribers. So thank you so very much. Yep, see, we got, look at this. You can even step in here, go down that way, like a quasi lazy river. I see the floaties over there. I know you're thinking of having a drink in a hammock. No, it's a work day for you. Yeah. Yeah. Surf and turf is the way to go, especially at that restaurant. It's absolutely delicious. See, look at how big. One of the reasons why Stormalong Bay is so amazing is because of all the detail they put into it. It's like a mini freaking water park, you know? Best slide ever. Lots of lifeguards. See, they've got a fitness center. I've never used a fitness center on vacation, let's be honest. Even when I was in tip-top shape, I didn't. And there's the slide over there. The slide is over there on the shipwreck. How cool is that? It's like you climb a wrecked ship and then you get on the water slide to go down that way. This is so freaking cool. Yep, right over there. Climb up the shipwreck and go down the slide. It drops you off in here. And yes, when there's impending bad weather, the pool will close. So I always tell folks, if you're here in the summer, get your pool time in first thing in the morning. Okay. So now they're giving you wristbands. So they've done this too. They give you wristbands to double check to make sure that you are a park guest. And they have posted pool hours, and I don't know if they still do this, but even though they have posted pool hours, there were times when I went swimming at 1 a.m. There's no lifeguards. I've been swimming at 1 o'clock in the morning at the Polynesian, looking at the castle and just enjoying it. It's great. It's so peaceful. I can't even tell you how peaceful it is. But using the fitness center means you can enjoy more food and adult beverages. I guess so. I get so much exercise walking around the park because I'm not a leisurely walker around the park. I'm usually walking at a pretty brisk pace because it's like I got stuff to do. I got things to do. There you go, Mitch Flats, and now you are a channel member. And yes, if you've been gifted a membership, please do take a moment to thank the channel member that blessed you with that membership. You look, the water coming off into the pool. You got that. They have pool activities. They'll have like a DJ out here. This complex is amazing. So if you're thinking of staying at a deluxe resort over here in the Epcot resort area, definitely consider the Yacht and Beach Club. Here's the Beaches and Cream Soda Shop. Reservations are crazy to try to get. It's not an easy one. There's limited capacity, but definitely go if you get a chance. I loved it. And I especially loved when they would bring out the oh my gosh, what's that thing called again? The kitchen sink. They use a whole can of whipped cream. A whole can, yes, a whole can of whipped cream. It is like a procession. It's a big to-do. I want to say the Sugar Factory copied it, but I have video of this kid, I think it was his birthday, and they brought the kitchen sink out. He took his iPad, he was taking video of it. He was the happiest little thing. It is so funny. They have like a alarm that goes off where the kitchen sink starts to come out. Food Bar 35 says at least things here are much slower than they are on the rides, which makes no sense why they're so fast now. Yeah, I don't. Again, it's like I get it that they're trying to get more people through, but they're cheapening the experience by doing that. Speed at the cost of the value of the show. Just makes sense. It's the slides. That's why I love vacationing in Orlando. Go on vacay and lose weight because of the humidity of walking. Absolutely. Every time I check the distance of walking a theme park visits, I feel better about whatever treats I've eaten. Yeah, I walk more in the parks. I remember one time I walked the equivalent of 10 miles at the parks. It was crazy. So again, here's the Beaches and Cream Soda Shop. Definitely get a reservation. Sometimes there's a walk-up list, but it's not guaranteed. But if all you want is ice cream, you can go over here to Beaches and Cream to go. You can get adult hard floats and shakes. Let's go over here, which basically means shakes with alcohol in it. I would love the s'more shake, but that's gonna kill me. I would get the tropical sunrise float that's got pineapple hard cider with rainbow sherbet. For us lactose intolerant people, because we can't handle it. Well, thank you, Amy Jo. So you can get ice cream creations, sugar cone, waffle cone, souvenir shake. You can get a mini Mickey sink. Wow, that's a lot. Vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry ice cream topped with pineapple, strawberry, hot fudge, peanut butter, whipped cream, chocolate sandwich cookies, chewy brownie, assortment of sprinkles and morsels, and cherries served in a souvenir bowl. $25. Wow. $25 for that. Yep. I forget how much the true kitchen sink is, but you need like about 4 people to eat that darn thing. Let's see. I think we can get there we go. We can get a better picture of the water slide over that way. I think it dumps you out over there. I see where it's roped off. So I think it dumps you out that way. But yeah, notice how big this water complex is. Those sound good. My wallet would not approve. Oh. There we go. So again, Stormalong Bay that's why this complex, why the yacht and the beach club is so cool. So let's head on into Beach Club. The guy says, have you seen the classic film Court Jester? There's a scene where they speed through a knighting ceremony and the confused man through it ASAP. For some reason, the sped up rides remind me of that. Yeah, they do because, and the reason that I know this is because when I've dealt with real-time simulators, let's try to take another. With real-time simulators, you have to be careful with the speed of how you're rendering something or showing something and how much the human eye can take in and the brain can process. All of those things are important. And if it's off by too much, it will disorient you. It's like if you need glasses and your eyes are constantly trying to focus and refocus and they can't, and that taxes your brain, that's the same thing. So I don't know why they thought that was a good idea, but not good. You need 4 people to eat it fast enough so it doesn't melt into a puddle. That is so true. There's a beach club lobby. I already told my sister that when she comes to visit, if we can get a reservation at the at Beaches and Cream, we're gonna get the kitchen sink. We're gonna take the lactose hit and see if we can all eat it. Too funny, All right, so here we are in the beach club. One of the other things that I like about the yacht and beach club is the smell-o-vision they got going on. Each resort has this nice, fresh smell. And I know the company, you can buy like the scents that smell like the hotels. They do. They actually have the smell system that they pump through that makes each resort have a different, slightly different smell. So it's nice to walk in and have the air conditioning and that wonderful smell greet you. So this is the Martha's Vineyard bar, lounge, whatever, because we are officially over here in the beach club. It's nice. Moonbeam 87. Hey, Kelly says the closest I will ever come to Epcot. Well, I hear ya. I'm glad I can take you with me and let you enjoy and experience Epcot vicariously through me. I love that. That used to be me a couple years ago. I'd have to watch the live streams that made me feel like I was there. And I just loved watching because I wasn't sure if I was ever going to move down here. And sure enough, boom, here I am. So that's the Martha's Vineyard Lounge. And that's the Cape May Cafe. So I think right now the character breakfast is going on. In the morning, there's the breakfast buffet. And in the evening, there is the seafood buffet, which I have not tried yet. Oh, wait, I see Goofy. Let's go over here. I see Goofy. I've done this buffet years ago. The buffets, although pricey, it's a great way for you to meet the characters without having to stand in the hot sun to go and meet them. So any character meal that I've done has been worth it. When I took my nieces and nephews, the fact that the characters would come to our table and they could get their autographs and pictures, and sometimes, because Minnie Mouse did this with us, would come by like twice. They would come by our table twice. We loved it. And there's Donald in his vacation outfit. I'm so glad the character meals are back because the kids just love the characters. And like I said, the buffets are pricey, the character meals are pricey, but you get, the characters come to you. So you can enjoy your meal in the air conditioning. The characters come to you, interact more with you, and it's worth it. And the Merciless says, without fail, every time we go to Walt Disney World, we eat at the Cape May Clam Buffet. I'll eat buckets of clams. Oh my gosh. Now I can't wait to try the buffet in the evening. Because like I said, I've done the character meal, but I have not done the seafood buffet. Can't wait to try that. What streamers did you used to watch? I watched Paging Mr. Morrow. I watched Resort TV 1. And not that he would stream sometimes, but mostly I'd watch Braden of Mickey Views. I'd watch his videos. But those were the streamers that I watched the most. There's Goofy. And there's Donald. It's so cute because I love it. They come to the table. Trust me, when you're here with a bunch of kids, you need that break. And they just come to you. And like I said, if you're lucky, sometimes they'll come by twice because that's what Minnie would do. She would come by like twice to hang out at our table. So again, this is the Cape May Cafe restaurant. Character buffet breakfast in the morning. And then in the evening, there's the seafood buffet that they have here. Have not tried the seafood buffet, but I have tried the morning buffet. It's good. Crepe, omelet stations, all that shishi stuff. And the price is not inclusive of gratuity, so just to let you know. As for the price, I think it's $42 for breakfast, $42 for adults plus tax and gratuity, and I think $32 for kids plus tax and gratuity. I never recommend using a dining credit for a buffet unless you're stuck. I say pay out of pocket really for that. But if you're stuck in a bind budget-wise, by all means use the credit. Although some of the buffets are up to 2 credits now, so you have to double check. Yeah, it's nice. Speaking of retro, congrats on your retro membership on the last stream, Reina. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Retro and I are going to be streaming tonight. We're going to be watching Disney's Mulan. We're doing the princess films. We're trying to I think this will be our last princess film. And then we're kind of doing, next Saturday, we're doing a Goofy movie. And then after that, I think we're getting back to the rest of the Star Trek films. So, getting around there. I got to meet a couple kids. No, they will come to a table full of adults. They did that with me and my sister. And when I was in college and we would go to one of these buffets, we'd all scrap the money together and go for spring break. The characters would come over and hang out with us. Sometimes they pretend to be exhausted and they'd sit at our table and their handler would have to come back and get them and say, hey, you got to go back to work. We're like, no, you guys can come back whenever you want. Alyssa says, yes, those are the streamers we watch. Love your channel. Have so much to offer and we learn lots of cool things. Well, thank you, Elisa. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Daniel Ramirez, hello, says, good morning, Lorena. I will be at Epcot in 10 days for the first time with my mom. So excited. Oh my gosh, Daniel, you are going to have a great time at Epcot. An absolutely fabulous, fabulous, fabulous time. So there's a buffet. Like I said, oh my gosh, I love the smell in here. I also, again, I love crashing in here. Look at all these great places to sit. They have the nice furniture. You can sit. They've got the greeters here, which I love. All these cool chairs and stuff to sit in. Yes, those flowers are real. You can get a caricature drawing done here and a nice air conditioning instead of like out in the hot sun. You do that. So there's all of these lovely, again, places to sit, to chill. You're more than welcome to do that when you come to visit the resorts. Oh, I love those orchids. I want to bring those orchids home with me, but Professor X would try to eat them, and orchids are poisonous to cats. Let's see. So what we're going to walk through right now for the last part of the stream is the Beach Place Marketplace, excuse me. Two things in here. It is the gift shop and the quick service eatery, which is where I'm going to have lunch today. I love going in here. Again, they have such cool merchandise. Look at this. Every day is Sunday. Look at that. It's a Turbis mug. They're made in the United States. $34.99. I love my Turbis cups. These are great. Easy to clean. You can put them in the dishwasher, and they're wonderful for hot or cold items. Perfect. Let's see. We've got a beach club. This is a corksicle, right? Okay, $44.99. This is a corksicle. I'm not really a fan of corksicle. I think it's too expensive. I'd rather pay for the Turbis ones instead. You can really get your money's worth. I love housewares because you can always get your money's worth when you buy housewares. Let me see. Oh, see, I know when there's Loungefly ears. Say it smells like ice cream, but yes, Loungefly ears. They're I think like $44. The Loungefly mini ears I find have much more imagination and forethought into them. So yeah, $44.99 for the ears. I'm trying to put them back the way I got them. And they have a matching Loungefly bag here that you can only get here, and it says $88. So that's another thing again about coming to the resorts. You can actually get merchandise that's specific to the resort. And people would think you stayed there even when you didn't. Yeah, it was at one time. Treasure Planet and Muppets Treasure Island. Yes, those are two that I need to see. Muppet Treasure Island is my favorite. Oh my gosh. The musical number Cabin Fever. That's all I'm going to say. But Treasure Planet, I've heard such great things about. Let's see. Of course, you've got Park Life, which is probably their best merchandise collection I've seen in like months. That is a cute service dog. It's like a big rug. Also, usually when you're here at Walt Disney World, you will see a lot of service dogs. Some are actually in service of other people, and some they're just training. So they have, I was talking to one guy who owns a service dog company, and he says, yeah, they love going to the parks because they can, they can train the dogs in all kinds of environments. Purchase a select Cocoa tumbler for $15 with any purchase. So basically, you get a half-price tumbler with any merchandise purchase. So, I guess if you buy like a $5 pin, you can get a tumbler for $15. Again, I haven't seen so many quote-unquote coupons going on. So they're not real fake flowers. Well, it was always authentic. Yeah, orchids, lilies, money trees are pet friendly. Yeah. So yes, they are real flowers. I went and looked. At the Grand Floridian, they're always real flowers. Ooh, $24.90. I like this zipper. It's iridescent. That's my style right there. But it's $24. So I'm waiting until they show up at the Character Warehouse. I have to take you guys to the Character Warehouse. Not really a live stream. I like the video over there, actually. Because if you're going to be in the Orlando area, and it's actually, honestly, it's worth the Uber. And actually taking an Uber, it's going to be much easier. You don't have to worry about parking. To go to the Character Warehouse, which is right across the street, the Vineland Outlets, you can load up on so much stuff for some pretty good prices, let me tell you. Ooh. I remember as a kid getting the Mickey shaped pens, and you go back to school and you'd have your Mickey pens. Everybody knew you went to Walt Disney World for summer vacation. Hey, Jillian, how are you, my dear? How are you? Says, but Professor X is a mutant. In his case, orchids will only increase his already considerable powers. So he basically lick himself even more and throw up even more for a ball. Oh, good to see you, Jillian. Look at this. See, Tiana, she's not in pants. She's in her dress. That's what the little girls want to buy. Daggone it. Yep, we are in the gift shop. So it's the gift shop / quick service. So over here, and you can order online, which is exactly what I'm going to do. You can order online to pick up your meal, or you can just pick up everything here and pay for it. There's a reminder. Alcohol at Disney is crazy expensive. The markup is nuts. So what I would do is, my family and I would come over here. We'd take a break from Epcot. We'd come over here, and we would grab lunch from here. Order like sandwiches, hot dogs, stuff like that. Get all kinds of things, and check out here. And you're not at the parks. You notice how much more quiet it is over here. It's like a convenience store. See, kind of like, I would say that's kind of like what this is. This is like a boutique Wawa, so to speak. You know, hot foods, the cold foods, snacks, and then the gifts that you can get, you know, back over there. Ooh, pulled pork sandwich, footlong all beef hot dog, roasted chicken dinner, Italian grinder sub, pepperoni flatbread, clam chowder. Good stuff. I'm like, Let's see, you got fresh pastries here. So you have the cinnamon rolls, croissants, muffins, cookies. So you have all of that. And then there isn't really a place in here to sit and eat. So one of the things that you can do is you can either go out here and eat your meal, or my personal favorite, they have these little cushion areas right here. I like this. So you can sit here and just chill. Sit here, eat your food, people watch. I mean, you could go in the lobby, but lobby's kind of noisy. That's like, you know, Grand Central Station. So yeah, so that's a marketplace over there that we just came out of. Over to the left, that's where you go to the beach club. And over here are the beach club villas. So that's DVC. It's over here. So the DVC is separated from the beach club proper, like by this breezeway. That's over here. But I love it. It's a marketplace. And you can make a left turn. Love how the old school swimsuits down here. And you come over here. I forgot about this. This is the, man, I hate putting this on film, but this is how much I love you guys. So this is a solarium, a wonderful place, another quiet place to come over here and just relax. So you can bring your meal that you got over in the marketplace. Come over here to the solarium and just relax. Isn't it gorgeous in here? It's quiet in here. I like showing you guys quiet places. Okay. Very, very, very quiet here. There's TV in here. It's not on right now, but nice space to sit. It's a little bit warmer in here than I would like. But it smells incredible. Yeah, that was a big fluffy doggo. And no, you can never have too many turbo sticks. I agree with that. Get the mouse ears with your name. My mom has been at Disneyland and Disney World, and she got me mouse ears. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have any with my name on it. Encountered a whole group of service dogs in training at the Magic Kingdom once. It was adorable. Isn't it cool? Especially when they're really little and they're learning. Oh my gosh, they're like the best. They're like the best. I'm gonna flip the camera real quick since we're coming to the end of our stream. So I'm sitting here in the solarium. Yes, the solarium over here at the beach club. Gonna get myself something over there from the marketplace for lunch, and going to enjoy it over here. So let's see what else we got. Midnight Veneer. Hello, hello, hello. We are your favorite friends, Reina Creole. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. They train a lot of service dogs at HHN as well. Yeah, that would make sense considering how many people are at HHN in crowds. Yeah, the theme parks here, it's like the perfect training areas for service dogs. Orchids and lily keep away, get a money tree if you're going to have a plant. Money tree brings prosperity and wealth. Yes. And yes, looking and puking your kiss. Let's see. All right. So, thank you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Cool shades. Thank you. Yeah, these are my Florida Highway Patrol, Sheriff's Department, Florida Law Enforcement glasses. Much lighter than my other ones, and I don't get glare. So, thanks to you guys supporting the channel, I was able to get these. So, nice little prescription glasses there. Thank you. Thank you. Go forward and enjoy the weekend. Well, I most certainly will. Thank you guys so much for hanging out here with me. We've been over to Epcot, check out some things, see what's going on around the Communicore, and then had a lovely boat ride over here to the Beach Club Resort. Had a chance to check out a couple of things around here, including the gift shops, including where you can eat, and also here where you can just chill. So again, it's a way to get away from the parks, get some Disney magic that you wouldn't otherwise think about, and relax. Another plus for your trips if you're planning to come to the Walt Disney World Resort. So tonight, folks, at 8 o'clock, watch party for Disney's Mulan from 1998, starring Ming-Na Wen and Eddie Murphy. Retro Nerd Girl will be joining me for that watch party and cannot wait. It's going to be an absolute blast. Please do check out my video where I did a POV of Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Got a cast member preview of that. If you haven't watched that, please do go watch that and check that out. So you guys are amazing. I'm going to go get some lunch. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.